I got a letter here from the president of YouTube. It says, "Dear Montoya, in order to increase the likes and subscribes to your channel, you should use this template as your intro." Okay, let's give it a shot. Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is your boy, insert name, and welcome to my show, insert name of show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is part 2 of Montoya's Citizencon adventure. What I want to do is go over the keynote with you. Now, you've seen the keynote already twice at this point. I'm going to tell you what you didn't see, and that was the crowd reaction. I spent more time looking at the crowd than at the actual keynote itself. So let me give you my read on what is happening while we go over some highlights of it. Oh, there's bottom left-hand side, that's Diana. He was a volunteer photographer. Did an excellent job. Can't wait to see some of the pictures coming out of that. So here comes Chris Roberts. Now, we're clapping. Not because we're excited to see Chris Roberts. We're clapping because they're on time. Never before has this happened where CIG has made it on time. Was it 2014 with like an hour and a half or 2 hours late? It was a disaster, disappointment, but we're sitting there and, oh, first of all, CIG, thank you for the box seats. We never realized, here's a footage of our box seats. We never realized what an honor it would have been because there were 4 different box seat sections, but only 2 were used. One I had with Captain Richard, Texas Skull, Exist, Sethius, and a friend of ours who came with, and also Disco Lando's dad shared the box seat with us on the other side with Ortwin's family in Ortwin. So that was a big honor. Thank you very much for those seats. We do appreciate it. So here we are, all cheering. Chris Roberts is out on time, which was a relief. But also interesting, I don't know if you can see my mouse there. This section here in the middle, that section alone is probably around 800 people. That is the size of the previous Citizencons. Now, I said in the previous video, I was kind of surprised and I was concerned they wouldn't be able to fill up the hall. They filled up that hall, bottom section and top section. There was a third section which was empty. They didn't use that, but everything else was full at what looked like to be capacity. Here we have Todd Pappy, and out comes Glenn. And now, out of the 3 guys on stage right now, the person who's going to be sweating it out the most is Glenn, because he's the guy that's going to be doing the flying, the walking and everything. Todd Pappy and Chris just get to stand around and say things, but the pressure's on him. Now, you know Glenn has spent the last 10 or 20 hours practicing for this. Surely nothing can go wrong. Alright, so you're all seen this, you wake up, you're in your little hab. Now, this is the first time we've seen this particular one, but also it's important to note that as you advance in the game and as you get more money in the game, you will be buying more expensive and nicer, fancier places to live. A condo in a nice city, perhaps. Example of grabby hands they're showing us here, and the ability to place an object down where you want to put it. And everyone's clapping and everyone's excited, but you know what? We're not clapping and excited because you can do this. I mean, this has been done in many different games, but it's the first time we've seen it done in this game. So if you're wondering why, here's the example of it. See the little hologram of where it's going to go. Down it goes. Nice coffee stains in the area. You know what? They've gone all out in just making this feel like a lived-in place. That, I mean, it looks just like my bedroom when I was a bachelor. Here we have our first glance at the outside of the spaceports. And I was looking out in the crowd and just everyone's beaming with a huge grin. Open mouths, you know, it looks, I'm looking at the screen now, it looks so much more impressive on a screen than it did at the live event itself. Chris Roberts mentioned there were supposed to be ships that were flying in and out to make the place look busy. That must have bugged out. There are a couple of very obvious bugs. Obviously the missing ships. The other thing were NPCs. You've noticed a lot of NPCs were walking around, some were glitching in and out, and some disappearing, some walking sideways. Overall, the place does look busy. It looks lived in. There's people walking up and down doing things. And here was an interesting part. Let me just fast forward a little bit. Ice cube physics. Ice cube physics. When people ask you why in the hell do you back this game the way you do, you can tell them ice cube physics in a whiskey glass. And you're kind of joking, but you're also half serious. You're half serious because we're backing a game here that is pushing the boundaries of what is possible. I don't know if there's a game which does this. Now, I'm joking because I'm sure there must be one game out there, but I'm not aware personally of a game which does this. What game? Let me pause for a second. And let me come back to you. Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is launching end of this month. I'm excited for that game, but not in the sense that I'm excited for Star Citizen. Why am I excited for Fallout 76? Because I love the Fallout universe, I love playing it, but there is nothing new in Fallout 76. Nothing new. It's just co-op. There's plenty of co-op in other games. There's co-op in the Fallout universe. But there's no new magical thing happening in the game which is going to blow our minds away. It's like Fallout 4, but with friends. That's all it is. Star Citizen is the only game on my radar that is pushing the boundaries for PC gaming. No other game comes close to doing what Star Citizen is already doing. I know there's a lot more to do, but the reason why we backers are excited about this is because the boundaries are being pushed further. In 10 years from now, ice cube physics in the cup will not be a big deal. But the fact is, it's happening now. All right. This was a... okay. Does he pull it up now? The FOIP call? Yes, here it comes. Here is the magical FOIP. I'm looking over to my left at this point. I've got Exist, Cepheus, Texas Skulls sitting on my left. Texas Skulls is doing this. Oh! And I'm looking over at Exist going, eee. And Seth is peeking over, he's going... You know that they practice. You know, before they went on, this was working just fine. This was the big FOIP showcase. Look guys, we're FOIP working in the game. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's funny because when CIG messes up, we get embarrassed. We know there's a big Twitch stream going on and everyone's laughing their asses at this. And hey, it's kind of, you know, we've backed this and we feel the embarrassment too. So when this messes up, it's like we messed up. But I've seen some hilarious videos on Reddit. Bad News Baron did some hilarious music videos of FOIP working pretty damn well. So it messed up just when they needed to showcase it the most. Hey, at CIG, it happens. Chris Roberts was so proud of the trains. I bet Chris Roberts' parents did not let him own a train set when he was a child. So what he did was he had to raise $200 million and create a virtual train system in a universe. That's how he got them. But yeah, it is cool. I like the color scheme, black and yellow. Best color scheme. It is a nice system to travel around. Very useful, obviously. And here comes a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077 when the Cyberpunk demo, when they come out. Yeah, look. Isn't that beautiful? And the fact that it's not some kind of skybox or fake background, that is actually there. If you could hop out this train, you could walk to every single thing you see. Not that there's anything to do at these buildings, because they're just solid blocks. I mean, you can't go inside all these buildings. But the fact that it's there, I mean, it blows me away now more than it did at the actual convention itself. I mean, I can see at the screen, it looks so much better now. Spectacular. All right, here was a little tidbit which I think a lot of people may have missed. There's a lounge here, most likely a little private bar with a bartender that certain people can access. This one is the Chairman's Club. I think that's for people who've spent over 1,000 in the game. But listen. We will have various guilds that if you become a member, you can access it. Now, doesn't mean guild is in organizations. Because if organizations can own little bars at spaceports, yes. Yes, please. Let our organization buy or rent a spot at a spaceport where everyone can come in and hang out virtually and FOIP each other. All right, let's get to the actual mission part now. Glenn, you know, has practiced this a lot. He said line up so those mountains are exactly, I'm facing between them. Come down slowly so everyone has a nice clear view of my landing. You can see the landing gear compressing, which is really nice. That's a nice little feature to add. Adds realism. And let me bring it nice and slow. At this point, we're all expecting Glenn to mess up because, oh, there was a little crash in the beginning. The game crash. There was a GPU crash, which I think they've edited out. But can he do it? Will he land? Yes, he does it. And you know what? This foliage is not looking bad. Can he get out? He made it. He made it. Now, we're not clapping because this all looks beautiful. We're clapping because he managed to land without crashing. All right, here is Glenn's time to shine. He has been practicing this for hours. He has stayed up all night to make this one single jump. He will not mess us up. Glenn, go. Do it. Do it. Go. All right. We're looking around. Everyone's looking around like, oh, this isn't good because if he messes up and he can't make this jump, does this mean the mission ends here? I mean, they have to showcase more. What is going to happen? Glenn is going for a second attempt. Let's go. At this point, everyone's on the edge of the seats. Is he taking fire damage? Is he going to do it? And jump. Let's pause here. All right, check the... it's covered up. The bottom left-hand side, that's leg damage. Notice the vitals counting down. 114, 110, 108, 101. That means there's blood loss. It's not looking good for Glenn over here. But it's okay, because he has a Medipen, and everything's going to be fine, right? Come on, Glenn. Don't die, because if you die, that will be very, very bad. Again, referencing the previous Citizencon where they messed up in the mission, the game crashed something. They had to go all the way back and redo the entire mission. It was a disaster. So will CIG... Oh, he died. Now we're looking around going, oh, they did it again. How can CIG keep on making these mistakes? We don't want to go through the entire mission again. For God's sakes, when will they learn? But you know what? Todd Pepper just said, can you do a go-to? I strongly suspect this was staged. He missed this on purpose just to build up the crowd and make this happen purposely. That's my take on it, because you know what? Our hearts dropped. Like, no! Oh, we can't believe it. Like, everyone's sitting there shaking their heads, just cursing. I strongly believe this was staged, and good on you, CIG, because you did pull it off. There's no way Glenn is that bad at the game after all the hours. So here we are pulling up the console now. Glenn's going to type in go to relay, going back to where the all the action took place. All right, now a couple of things we know for sure happened at Citizencon. We know there's going to be delays, we know the game's going to crash, and we know there's going to be a new ship. Now the Kraken was supposedly the new ship we thought was coming. We did not see this coming. What is it? What is this ship? Is it the Terrapin? Kind of look like a Terrapin maybe? No, it's not. It is a new ship called the Valkyrie. And everyone is about to erupt in applause because, you know, we love our new ships in Star Citizen. Beautiful cockpit. I like it a lot. And everyone's going, yeah, yeah, new ship, yeah. Here's the thing. CIG has learned. If you're going to sell a ship, people want to pay for it and fly it immediately. Carrack owners, I feel your pain. Banu Merchantman owners, I understand. But Valkyrie buyers, congratulations. Your ship is in the game right now. You can buy it. You can go play. $330 War Bond Edition. Not for me. I don't play this style. I don't see myself as being a troop carrier. So personally, I did not buy this ship. But I know many, many people did. They absolutely love what they're seeing here. And hey, $330. Sounds like a deal these days compared to other ships. So, beautiful ship. I'll definitely get one in the game, but I will not be buying one with cash. Alright, the mission goes on, and they are taking out some ground targets. There's anti-air fire there. So how do you approach this mission if you're being pummeled from the ground with anti-aircraft fire? What you got to do is drop down your landing craft, whatever vehicle you have in there. You can see in the crowd who the Halo fans were, because they were sitting on the edge of the seats like this. They go, is this going to happen? Are they going to do it? Yeah! Yeah! Stuck the landing, yeah! I swear, some people were standing up clapping because it's bringing back the memories, all those wonderful memories of playing Halo on the Xbox when you were younger. And it does bring a new aspect of the game of just hot dropping vehicles down there. Everyone was just clapping, everyone was so happy, giving thumbs up all around. From this point on, it was essentially going on to complete the mission. There was nothing too much new, but overall, the crowd was very, very pleased with everything they saw to that point there. I'm going to stop right there and start prepping for part 3 of the series. As always, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget your comments below. This is your boy, insert name, signing off.